Why, hello! Hey, YouTube friends, how's it going? All is well up in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. You are here at Dee's Creative Corner. My name is Danielle Coleman. I'm a Creative Memories Independent Advisor. I love scrapbooking, and so do you. That's why you're here. So today we are going to work with some laser cut borders and some papers from the Secret Box number 2. It's been out for a while now, and I'm just getting into it. We went to a concert and I thought this is going to be perfect. So I just want to also thank each and every one of you guys. You're helping this little channel grow. I thank the new subscribers, my existing subscribers, those coming on. I appreciate it all. I really do. So, all right, without further ado, let's flip our camera over and get started. Hello. All right, like I said, we are working with the Music to My Ears Secret Box. This came just a couple months ago, and I wanted to share what contents come in it, and then we're gonna go through some of the pictures. So each one of them this year comes with an exclusive Border Maker cartridge, and today I'm not going to be using it, but I'm just sharing that these are awesome that they're coming with each one of the secret boxes. And then it comes with a little card that you can scan for all the project ideas. And I'm not using this. I'm using just a super simple layout, and you'll see once we get going. And then what I also did is I was at a scrap retreat a long time ago, and my advisor had made these little kits, for everybody with all the cardstock. And so I absolutely love this because then I'm not digging through my cardstock to find the coordinating cardstock colors, because I love that they have all of the coordinating colors, and then I just kind of pull it out and see what could potentially work with my photos and then with the kit itself. And as new colors come, I make, these are 3.5 by 2.5, and I use them, and then I make it with our tag maker. And you can use any type of tag maker and put it on a little ring, and I used just my brother printer labels to make all the labels. So just sharing that with you. So here are the coordinating colors with this particular kit, and it comes with the tone on tone and the designer, and then it comes with, let me sneak under here, it comes with 3 sheets of stickers, and then it comes with some beautiful laser borders. And I just want to show, I usually take them out of the package, and I just take, an old sheet that I'm done with, and I just tack them down lightly with some repositional tape. That way they're all available that I can see. So today I am going to be working with 2 12-inch pieces of paper and a couple borders, and then just some simple linear types of paper. Okay, so I'm going to clear this out of my way, and we will get going on the layout. So hold on one second. All right, so like I said, we're going to be having 2 12-inch as our white as our base, and then these are our pictures. I made a 5 by 7 of this. This is going to be my focal photo, and then I have several 3 by 4s. So we went to Medicine Hat, Alberta, and we got VIP tickets to go backstage to meet the Hunter brothers. These guys are phenomenal. They're a Saskatchewan home grown band, and they're 5 brothers. They are so humble, so kind, so talented. If you don't know them, I suggest you check them out. They are so talented. It was such a fun and energetic concert, and we got some really good shots. We were down on the floor, and you know, sometimes concert photos aren't the best. You know, this is the drum section, and it's kind of, you know, faded. You know, the colors when you're in a dark arena, everybody knows it's hard. So I'm going to put these on the right hand side and then have this as our main photo. I'm debating if I want to do a block of 4 or 6. I haven't decided yet. So those are the photos that we are working with. And let me set those away. And then I made a little Hunter Brother out of my Cricut. I have to piece it together and back it on something. I haven't decided yet what colors, just because we don't know what we're using yet. So that's going to be my title. And like I said, it comes with a lot of the different stickers, and I could choose one of these, and once we get embellishing, we'll see how far it goes. And so flipping through these paper packs, they're really busy, and you know, looking at the colors, I'm looking at, you know, the blues, the tans, and it was really hard to kind of decide which color I wanted. So I'm going to use this on top. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little piece of cardstock or designer paper, depending on what we choose, behind it. And then, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's flip through the papers. I did like this, and we could just cut a row of records. And I did like this, you know, we could just cut a row of the stars with the music notes, because it pulls in a lot of different colors. I didn't really want to go with the grays, and not super hot with the yellows that could. And then this was real busy. I don't think I want to do that. Those would be cute if you could cut out and you do it for some embellishing. Those were the designer ones, and then these are the tonal. And you know, I'm really pulling towards this blue just because of the colors within the photos, and I could do that as back underneath. That would just it would just be right under that little grid right there, and then I could use a sliver of that with that record paper. So I think that's what we're going to decide. I really love the red, and that would really pop, but you know, and then, you know, we could use that as well. So, okay, I think I'm going to do this, and then let's go back over and find those little records, and we'll do those. We'll do something like that. So, all right, I'm going to trim up my I got my photos, and then I'm going to trim this up, and I'll be right back. All right, hello again. I'm back. So I did a few things off camera. As you can tell, I matted my 5x7. I double matted it with black, and then some of this star designer paper. You can't even see the stars around it. Like I was saying with the collection, this was the only blue that kind of matched, and that just seemed a little too bright. So I just continued with the designer paper for my mattings of the photos. And for the 3x4s, so what I'm thinking, I'm going to have the one over here, and then I did just a square block and matted them all onto. This was a 9.5 by 8.5, and these are all 3x4s. So, and I double matted them. And you'll notice, so this is super easy. We're going to finish this in no time. So what I did is I took a 1/2 inch of the designer paper and I adhered it to the top, as you can see what I did on the left. And the reason I did that, it stands out. Look at, you know, if you don't have it behind, you know, a cardstock behind it, it just, you know, it kind of gets not lost, but I think by adding just that touch of color behind there, it just makes it stand. And Brenda Rose, I asked her, you know, on her, she had done one with this also, and I thought she had stamped or something, but she just put them on foam dimensionals, foam squares. So I am going to just pop these up onto some foam squares, and we will adhere that to the top, because we are on this, we are using 4 borders out of this, and I think it won't need a ton of embellishing. These laser borders have so much, I think that we don't need a ton. So I'll take those. I don't use a ton of foam dots. You got foam squares. I don't use a ton, but on this particular one, I'm going to, those make a little bit of a mess. So again, this is just a 1/2 inch, and actually, I'm gonna reverse, because, so hold up, I'm going to go like this. And I gotta figure out where I'm going to lay this, because when we bring in our other borders here, this was the fans in the crowd here. And like I was telling you guys, I was thinking of doing these records, but the more I thought, I thought that the stars kind of looked a little better with my photos. I like the way that it looks. I'm kind of been going back and forth, like, which one do I want? And then I did, so this is a little over 1 inch. This is 1 inch exactly. And so, and then I have a little 3/8 or 1/4 of an inch strip down there. So what do you think I should do? I am torn. So this is going to go down like so. So I am just, it's a super easy layout. And then, so regardless, we have our strip of paper up here, our laser cut, and then a strip of 1 inch, and then another laser cut, and then a 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to, this is the title. I ended up matting it a few times. This is the most time consuming part of this whole process. The layout itself is not hard. So let me think on which one I want, and I will be right back. All right, I decided to do the stars. I think that it was a little bit more muted and it blended with the other colors. This blue was throwing me with that. That's my whole reasoning behind that little decision. So anyways, so I got everything adhered, and really, I mean, this is going to be super simple embellishing because you don't need a ton with these laser borders, honestly. And I just happened to start, I was kind of peeking through, and they're, I'm looking, like I took our circle punch and took that, and I'm like gonna put the band, and then, I thought how perfect this little backstage pass That would, you know, because we were backstage with them, I thought that would be cute. Just maybe kind of, you know, and I could take all the sticky off and, you know, we'll kind of layer that somehow. So I think we'll do that one. And then I think I could put like a little red heart or something in there. And then to come over, I got sticky on this photo down here, so I'm going to do a little embellishment over that. I think I will do, you know, like I said, it doesn't need a lot. There's this little Love That Song. Just kind of looking at the colors. I'm not bringing in the yellows or the greens just because I've stayed with that teal Island watercolor. I thought that we could do maybe, is there a record? Something up here. And then maybe do like a little microphone and some music notes. I think that would be perfect. You know, he's singing up there. So yeah, I think we'll commit and start sticking down. I did have their backstage cards. I'm going to do another layout, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in some peekaboo pockets on my other layout. So I thought this was really cool. I didn't want to, each one of these were autographed by each one of the members, and they have little fun facts on the back of the youngest to the oldest, and they talk about, you know, their hockey and, you know, favorite foods and all that good stuff. So awesome, guys. Hunter Brothers for the win. So anyways, let's just quick do some, I'll just kind of stick that under here, and then we can do kind of at an angle here. I hope my head wasn't in the camera. Kind of that, and then we'll put a little red heart maybe right up in here, and then we'll go with Love This Song right down here. Yeah, that kind of, yeah, that will be fine. It's the same color. And then I could put another little red heart with me and hubby. I didn't want it right on top. I wanted it on the side. What? Let's see if I can get my little multi-purpose tool. We'll just kind of slide her right under here, just a little bit. There. Just kind of put it over there, and then we'll put this little record up here with maybe the microphone maybe coming off of that, and then do we want a little word up here? What do we got? What do we got? I could stick with my little hearts. I think what I'll do, oh, let's put a red star up there. So, all right. I think that is all I'm going to do. Super simple. I think it turned out good. So let me flip you guys back over to me. Oh my goodness gracious. You'd think I'd get this. I've been on here for a year and I still can't get my black screen away. I'm sorry. Well, thank you so much for hanging with me today. I appreciate you all. Let me know what you guys liked. If you liked the records or if you liked my little star strip of paper. I'm just curious. I know it's however we want. Scrapbooking, there's no right or wrong way to do it. So, okay, you guys, until next time, have a fabulous day, evening, whatever, wherever you are in the country of United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, all over the country. I love hearing and love all the comments that you guys share. So, okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye for now.